What is up, guys? So I kind of usually focus on the improving you as a player side of things, right? Well, today we are not doing that. We're talking about how to use attitude and a few kind of dirty tricks against your opponent, basically how to make them tilt. If you like this not so nice kind of trick video, then leave a like, dislike it if you didn't, but let's get started. Now, these actually do work. That is the funny thing. They might not be the nicest ways to win, but whether you're diamond or bronze, making the enemy team tilt can help you win games, and at the end of the day, LP is what matters in ranked. So the first one, as you're loading into a game, look up the enemy team, see who's on a loss streak and camp them. 90% of the people on a loss streak are frustrated. They want to win more. They think themselves they deserve to win more, and they are already tilted before the game even starts. This means they are more likely to give up. They play worse and they get frustrated if they get behind. It happens with so many people. You've probably all experienced it, whether you or seen it with a teammate. When you're losing a lot, the game is not as fun. You do get frustrated more. If you're winning and you die a few times in a game, you're more likely to be like, oh well, it's okay, we could still win. I've had some good teams recently, maybe they'll carry. If you're losing a lot, then you will be more pessimistic. You'll think, okay, I just hate this game. Well, that's another loss, or my team is going to suck again like last time and they aren't going to carry me. So before we look at it more, I kind of want to explain just why this doesn't make you 100% a douchebag if you do it. This is actually going to make you a better player overall. I know it sounds weird, but this gives you a specific focus or goal in the game and will help you have a positive impact, help you to actually do things in the game. So many people just play the game and react to things that happen in the game, and that's fine, but you're not really in control of the game properly. The way you win more is to have an impact, to make players to do things, and well, this is something you're doing. Essentially, you're just picking a lane, you're pressuring it constantly and aiming to put that person behind. That stuff is all legit. That will make you a better player. The more dirty side, I guess, is how we've selected that person and guessing they are in a weaker frame of mind and more likely to give up. This is honestly why you should never play League when you're on tilt. This is why I've made a how to avoid tilt video, but the simple fact is that people still play because they ultimately want to climb, so they don't take a break. All you have to do is find out who that person is, kill them, put them behind, and they'll tilt even more and play even worse. They will probably do this anyway. That's the thing. In a game, if they die at all, they will do it anyway. This is just speeding up the process a little bit and making sure they do start to rage, I guess. There are a few ways to do this. You can get apps that run in the background, but I've always just used a site like op.gg. You go onto a site like this, change it to your server, search your summoner name, and click on the live game option. If you're in a game, it will show you both teams, and all you have to do is click on the enemy team's profile and have a quick look at their recent matches and see who to target. This isn't going to be 100%, but you're looking for people who have a lot of red in their recent games and who have played a lot. If their last ranked game was like 4 days ago, even if it was a loss, they've had some time to cool off, so it won't be as effective as it would be if their last game was an hour ago. This is obviously easiest as a jungler who can run around the map more, but anyone can do this. As a jungler, I'm talking about the constant pressure, like blow their flash and then keep coming back to kill them, make them feel like it isn't fair and they are being targeted. As a mid laner or top laner, you want to do the same, just roam to whatever lane it is and gank over and over. It's harder as a bot lane, honestly, but after taking your tower, you can actually just roam to that lane and then try to take theirs. How many times though have you heard someone say, wow, 4-main top lane, what the fuck, why aren't you pushing your lanes? Well, that means it's working. That person is on tilt. That is what you want to try and do. Before anyone says something like this in the comments, this cannot get you banned or reported either. This is part of the game. Find their weak link and abuse it. League is a team game, right? It's 5 players, and if you target one player and make that person really weak, then it hurts their entire team. This stuff happens already. We're just making a deliberate effort to be proactive and find out who that person is before the game even starts. How many times have you lost a game because one of your teammates got ganked a few times and they gave up, who just fed over and over while flaming you guys because he died a few times? Well, that person is on tilt. The enemy team has just done this to him, so whether or not you realize it, whether you mean to or not, you're doing this stuff anyway. The other thing is this happens to everyone. Have you ever wondered why people go on huge win streaks and loss streaks? Well, part of it is just frame of mind, especially with a loss streak. On win streaks, you feel confident, you're playing well, and you won't give up as easily. On loss streaks, you're playing worse, you're annoyed you've lost a lot, and it's a snowball effect. The more you lose, the worse it gets. This is a loss streak from one of my actual accounts to just prove that I'm no different. See how the first loss I had a really good score, second again not kind of bad, so probably unlucky with teams here, but then the two after, I'm pretty tilted and my score gets worse and worse. This is what I mean. If someone has this kind of history, then chances are they're getting more frustrated with each loss lost, they aren't playing as well, and they're an easy target. So there is actually another one, and this one kind of does basically make you 100% a dick. Again, you cannot get banned for it, but there is a fine line, okay? So don't go any further than what I'm telling you. So I am talking about the famous question mark or mastery spam after someone does something. This is kind of taunting, I guess, in a way. Maybe banter. We can call it banter, I think. You're not trash talking, you're not being toxic, you're not being abusive, and you're not breaking the summoner's code. Now, just because you're not doing anything wrong doesn't mean you're not having an effect. It doesn't mean you won't be frustrating the enemy player and probably making them angry. A lot of people get embarrassed after making a bad play or dying. That's a natural response, and by giving them the old question mark in all chat, it will make them feel even worse about it and tilt them some more. You can't just insult them, okay? You can't trash talk them or call them a loser or bad. That is going too far, but a question mark is a bit of fun, and a lot of people are doing this anyway. This is really just kind of an extension from what we're talking about before. The reason I think it can help you win is because it does make the enemy tilt more, makes them play a bit worse and feel more pressured because they know people are watching them, especially if they have lost a few games already. Now, these are things that you can do, but I guess it's up to you to decide whether you think it's acceptable or not, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, but for now, let's go to the robots.